Yo guys, it's your boy Kofi150 back with another video for you guys today. And today guys, I got a Twister Edge review planned. In the last review I did of the RB110 3-wheel drive, I felt like I was waffling a bit and going on a bit about the skates. So in this one, I'm going to be straight to the point, succinct, and tell you exactly what I think about this skate. See you in a bit. So guys, the Twister Edges, I picked these up from Slick Willie's for about £240. Usually they retail for about £230 if you purchase them from the Rollerblade website. I purchased them from Slick Willie's because they're UK based and I wanted the skates quickly and you can get next day delivery on them. That's just purely because of that. That's the only reason why I didn't purchase from Rollerblade themselves. Do I think they're worth the price? 100% I do. Honestly, these skates are all around amazing and for all levels and all abilities, and they have multiple compatibility with different rollerblade frames, which means you can go from four-wheel setups to three-wheel setups. They're just very responsive, very durable, perfect for urban skating. 100% think they're worth the price, and the small details that Rollerblade put into the skate are definitely noticeable and they definitely make a difference while you're skating, such as the shock absorber, which literally absorbs all that shock when you're going down steps or going across tricky terrain. Also, the power transfer is crazy. It's like the amount of power you put in gets exactly put out. To say, for example, with power transfer, if I pushed out 50 newtons, to me it feels like I get 45 newtons out of that. So the power transfer is amazing. I feel like with the RBs, if I put 50 newtons into a push on my right skate, I would get probably about 35 newtons, which is still really good. But I feel as though these are just like the power transfer and response is so much better. So you get a cleaner ride and it's more efficient and it saves your energy, which means you can skate for longer. So let's talk about the comfort and fit. So comfort wise, you get a liner in here and it's the Rollerblade Twister Edge liner, the standard one that comes with it. I didn't get a different liner or anything like that. Very comfortable and it molds to your feet very well. This helps with the responsiveness and power transfer, but it's also quite thick, so it's very comfortable for you. Not as thick as the RB one, but this one is still very comfortable and you won't have any problems with it at all. Also has antimicrobial material, which means that it cuts down on the smell of bad odor and sweat in your skate, which is very useful. And also this combined with the vents underneath means that you get nice airflow coming into your skate and antimicrobial material cutting down on odor anyway. So your skate will generally smell not like sweaty or anything like that, and it'll be quite dry if you've got the airflow and you've got the antimicrobial material. The liner's great overall. I don't think you need to change it. I know some people get different liners and stuff like that, but for me personally, I didn't need to. So if you guys have a look at the skate, you can see the anthracite black complementing the beautiful grey boot, and then the tertiary colour of the yellow. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely contrast, especially for this year's model. And you can see here you've got the 45-degree buckle, and then you've got the 90-degree buckle, and you've got Twister Edge branding on the back and Rollerblade branding on this little pull strap here. And then you've got a little bit of branding here. You've got the slider here, and then you've got, I think it says anti-torsion box or something like that, which I think is basically talking about the shock absorber there. So yeah, it's a beautiful boot overall, and yeah. And honestly, all these things help the skate. Guys, one thing to note is, thankfully for these Twister Edges, they're compatible with different frames. So as you can see here, I've got the 125mm setup on. If you haven't seen the unboxing for the wheels or the frames, you can go check that out on my channel. So you can have 3x110 setup, you can have 3x125mm setup, and you can have the standard 480mm setup, which comes standard with this Twister Edge, the ones that I bought, which is great. This compatibility means that even if you enjoy 4 wheels and want to try 3 wheels, you can make that switch, and that's the switch that I made. And honestly, love that you can do that switch. So even if I did want to go back to 4 wheels, I've got my four-wheel frames and my wheels, can throw them back on and then go skate. And they're quite easy, they're really easy to take off and put back on, so that also helps as well. You can use your Allen key in your box So what do I like about the skate? Where do I even start? There's so much I like about the skate. So first of all, right off the bat, I love the fact that Rollerblade gives you 2 pairs of laces, 2 different colors, black and yellow. As you can see, for me, I put the black laces on my left and I put the yellow laces on my right. I just like doing this because I think it looks cool. You may not think so, but I'm just doing me. So yeah, but also it was useful at the start when I started skating because my yellow laces would get muddy because I would always be falling in the mud. So you can take those off, throw them in the washing machine or hand wash them. It's probably best to hand wash them. I'm not too sure. Check the instructions if you buy these or how best to clean laces. But I threw them in the washing machine. But just make sure and check because I don't know if you're supposed to or not do that. And I don't want you guys to ruin your laces. And wash them. I put the black laces in while they were drying, so I go out skating, and voila, good. And they both complement the actual skate really well. I think it depends on your personal preference, but I think the black laces make it look really, really sleek. But I do love the yellow too. The thing I like about the skates is the fact that they're very responsive. Because the liner is quite narrow but comfortable and like molds to you as well as a boot, and the incredible power transfer you get from these skates, it means that skate is not only responsive but it's also powerful. So your strides push you further and they're more efficient, and while being also the skate is very responsive. So if you're transitioning into backwards or transitioning into forwards, doing 360s, jumps, you name it, whatever, they're very responsive, so they will get the job done and you don't have to worry about like your foot lagging behind. Because I feel as though sometimes with the RB110s, they're not as responsive, so it feels like I've got to put more effort into doing a certain skill or like transitioning to backwards or whatever. It's only a slight difference, but it makes a difference over time when you're skating for long periods of time. But when the difference is most notable when I've used the RBs and I'll switch back to Twister Edges, it's crazy because I'm like, yo, these are super responsive. This is crazy. It's like, yeah, it's amazing. Third thing, the design's amazing. I think if you actually go and look at like different skates and stuff like that, skates look cool, but I think Rollerblade has the design down when it comes to skates. And for me, I can't lie, when I'm buying something, I kind of purchase with my eyes. If aesthetically pleasing, more likely to buy it. And this did look beautiful, and also the features it came with, and it was just kind of really hard to resist saying no. So that's why I got these skates. So the design's absolutely beautiful, the colors and the actual just shape of it and everything like that. Just like, also the fourth thing I like is probably like a more general point, but just the details, like not just design details, I'm talking about like the details that Rollerblade include to make these like an amazing skate. So like the responsiveness.
Here this boy come again with responsiveness. All you do is talk about responsiveness. Just pure nonsense. Talk about something else.
Distance between the frame and the boot is very small. That means better power transfer. So that means you're more efficient with your strides and the power that you push into the boot. Also the fact that the straps, they're very durable. Apart from what happened with my strap, they generally are very durable. I think that was my fault. They're very durable, and they feel very secure. And when you feel very secure, you feel more confident. Because skating, to me, in my opinion, what pushed me along as a skater was having more confidence to do stuff. But if you feel insecure in your skates, or they feel wobbly, or they feel the frame is plastic and you feel like it may break if you like do anything too crazy, that kind of stuff will affect your skating and make you feel like, oh, shouldn't do certain stuff, or maybe make you more anxious, which can cause you to more likely to fall over. That's what I felt. That's just my personal opinion. So the details like that, so just metal frame, stable boot, a lot of ankle support, the shock absorber, so when you're doing stunts or doing jumping or going to tough terrain, you feel it less and it's less impactful, and it will stop you getting aches and pains and stuff in your feet. Just little details like that really make the skate like push it above and beyond like most skates or any skates that I've seen or used so far. I know I haven't used that many, but from the skates I've seen, it's just the little details that Rollerblade put into this that make it a really great skate. So yeah, so that's all the things that I really like about it. But let's move on to the things that I don't like about it. They're just minor things. My buckle on my left skate, how the tread is broken a bit when I try to tighten it. I think it's my fault because when I tried to heat mold it, so that's probably most likely my fault. But you can get replacements from Rollerblade's website. Also, my buckle on my left got a bit messed up. It could have been where I've fallen, but it just means it doesn't clip in place as well. The right one's completely fine, which doesn't make sense because I've fallen more on my right side than I have on my left side, because most of the time when I'm trying to skill, do it on my right hand side because obviously I'm right footed and that's my stronger foot. So that's one thing I don't like.
Oh dear. Oh dear. What is going on, All you do is do the same thing, the same thing over and over. Do something different. Why don't you try a backflip or something, Front flip, Pirani, do something.
The pricing it's not like I don't like it. I just feel as though it could be a bit lower for what you get. I feel as though it could be £200 for the skate. The skate's very responsive and beautiful in design, and I know you're paying for quality because you get really good quality with these skates. But I feel as though the price still could be a bit low. I think, especially when you first start skating, £240, £230 is really quite very expensive. So I feel as though the price could be about, I think £200 is a good price for these skates. For the value that you get for them, I think £200 will reflect the value the best. Also, the fact that obviously because this is like more for like performance skate, I wouldn't say performance skate. It's not a performance skate, but it's like slightly for a more advanced level. The boot's very narrow, so if you have wide feet like me, it's gonna hurt your feet. So that's why they recommend you should get a size up. But I couldn't get a size up because I'm size 12, so and they only do up to 12. But even if I got 13, I don't think it would make a difference because it's more of the sides that needed widening for me because it's for more narrow feet. But it's a good thing because that's what makes it more agile, better power transfer, because it's concealed to your feet, so you're pushing along. It feels like you're just pushing your feet along. But like I said, I heat molded my skates, so I just got a hot air gun, kind of heated the sides and pushed them out. But if you do this, please be advised that I'm not telling you to do this, and I not necessarily recommend you to do this. Do this at your own discretion, because it is dangerous, very dangerous. So, and I'm not a professional, so I'm just telling you what I did. Skates have become my daily driver, and honestly, I couldn't recommend a better daily driver. Obviously, I've already reviewed and used 2 skates, but from what I've seen compared to like other skates and looking at their features and actually getting to use these are my daily driver, and I highly recommend these for that. So I found out about these skates through Thiago Thinline Skater's video. I'll link it in the description. It's actually a very good video telling you about what's the skates to get first when you're a beginner, what skates are just generally recommended. It's a very informative video, and it's actually very useful, and it actually helped me decide to get the Twister Edges because and he mentioned the Twister Edges, and I was listening to the features, just loved it. So then I was like, okay, let me go research some more. Did a bunch of research, watched some YouTube videos on the Twister Edges, and then ended up picking them up. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was just a Twister Edge review. If there's anything that you think I missed or that you want to know more about, please just let me know in the comments below. Also check out my TikTok and Instagram in the comments, also just me making some clips of me skating and skate related videos and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Kofi out. Stay humble, stay peaceful, stay blessed. Kofi out.